What's all this stuff for?
Honey, it's Blanche's birthday.
She here?
In the bathroom.
Washing out some things?
Yes.
How long has she been in there?
All afternoon.
Soaking in the hot tub?
Yes.
Temperature 100 on the nose, and she soaks herself in a hot tub. Then you run out and get our cokes, I suppose, and serve them to Her Majesty in the tub? Sit down a minute.
Stanley, I got things to do.
Sit down.
Stanley!
I got the dope on your sister, Stella.
Stop picking on Blanche!
That girl calls me common!
Lately, you've been doing all that you can think of to rub her the wrong way, Stanley. And Blanche is sensitive. And you've got to realize that Blanche and I grew up under very different circumstances than you did.
So I've been told, and told, and told, and told. You know she's been feeding us a pack of lies here.
Now I don't!
Well, she has, and now the cat's out of the bag. I found out some things.
What things?
Things I already suspected, but now I got proof from the most reliable sources, which I've already checked on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Lower your voice.
Some canary bird, huh?
Now please tell me what you found out about my dear sister.
Lie number 1. Oh, this squeamishness she puts on. You should just know the line she's been feeding to Mitch. He thought she'd never be kissed by more than a fellow. But Sister Blanche is no lily. Ha ha! Some lily she is.
What have you heard and who from?
Our supply man down at the plant has been going through Laurel for years, and he knows all about her, and everybody in the town of Laurel knows all about her. She is as famous in Laurel as the President of the United States. Only she is not respected by either party. This supply man goes through the hotel called the Flamingo.
It's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
Okay.
What about the Flamingo?
She stayed there too.
My sister lived at Belle Reve.
This was after the home place slipped through her lily white fingers. And then she moved to the Flamingo, a second-class hotel which has the advantage of not interfering with the private, social lives of the personalities that live there. Oh, the Flamingo is used to all kinds of goings-on there. But even the management was so impressed by Dame Blanche. In fact, they were so impressed by Dame Blanche that they asked her to turn in her room keys for permanently. This happened a couple weeks before she turned up here.
It's a phony daily world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. What contemptible lies.
Sure, I can see how you would be upset by this. She pulled the wool over your own eyes just as much as Mitch's.
It's pure invention. There's not a word of truth in it. And if I were a man, and I would have tried to create an invention in my presence.
Shoot.
Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a naughty play in a penny-like arcade.
Honey, I told you I thoroughly checked on these stories, but wait till I finish. The trouble with Dame Blanche was that she couldn't put on her act any longer in Laurel. They got wised up after 2 or 3 dates, and then they quit. And then she moved on to another. The same old lines, same old act, same old hooey. But the town was too small, and as time went by, she became a town character, regarded as not just different, but downright local. Nuts. The last year or 2, she's been washed up like poison. That's why she's here this summer, visiting royalty and putting on all this act, because she's practically told by the mayor to get out of town. Yes, did you know there's an army camp near Laurel, and your sister's place was called Out of Bounds?
Only a paper moon, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me.
Well, so much for her being such a refined and particular type of girl, which brings us to lie number 2.
I don't want to hear anymore.
She's not going back to teach school, and I'm willing to bet you she never had no idea of returning to Laurel. She didn't resign temporarily from that high school due to her nerves. No, siree, Bob, she didn't. They locked her out of that high school before the spring term ended. And I hate to tell you the reason that step was taken. A 17-year-old boy that she got mixed up with.
It's a horror daily world, just as phony
high school superintendent, boy oh boy would I have liked to be in that office when Dame Blanche was called on the carpet. I'd like to have seen her trying to squirm out of this one, but they had her on the hook good and proper, and she knew that the jig was up. They told her that she had better move on to some new fresh Tory. Yep, it was basically a town ordinance passed against her.
Stella!
Yes?
Could you bring me another towel to dry my hair with? I've just washed it.
Yes, Blanche.
Well, what is the matter, dear?
There's no matter what.
You have such a weird expression on your face.
Oh, I'm just a little tired.
Oh, well, why don't you bathe too after I get out?
How soon's that gonna be?
Not so terribly long. Possess your soul and patience.
It's not my soul I'm worried about, it's my kidneys. Well, what do you think of it?
You know, I don't believe all those stories, and I think your supply man was mean and rotten to tell them. It's possible that some of those things he said are partly true. There are things about my sister I don't approve, and there are things that cause sorrow at home. She was rather flighty.
Flighty.
But when she was young, very young, she married a young boy who wrote poetry. He was extremely good looking. I think Blanche didn't just love him, but worship the ground he walked upon. But then she found out
What?
that this beautiful and talented young man was a degenerate. Didn't your supply man give you that information?
All we discussed was recent history. That must have been a pretty long time ago.
Yes, it was a pretty long time ago.
How many candles you putting on that cake?
I'll stop at 25.
Is company expected?
Well, we asked Mitch to come over for cake and ice cream.
I wouldn't be expecting Mitch tonight.
Wow!
Mitch is a buddy of mine. We were in the same outfit together. 2 41st engineers. Now we work on the same plant and the same bowling team. You think I could face him if...
Stanley Kowalski! Did you just say...
You're goddamn right, I told her. I'd have this on my conscience for the rest of my life if I knew all that stuff and I still let my best friend get caught.
Is Mitch through with her?
Well, wouldn't you be if...
Is Mitch through with her? And wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me?
Well, he's not necessarily through with her, just wised up.
Well, Stanley, I thought Mitch was going to marry her. I was hoping so.
Well, he's not going to. Maybe he was, but he's not going to jump into a tank of sharks. Blanche, oh Blanche, can I please get in my bathroom?
Yes, indeed, sir. Can you just wait 1 second to dry?
Having waited an hour, I guess waiting 1 second not to pass in a hurry.
She hasn't got her job. What will she do?
Well, she's not staying here after Tuesday. You should know that, don't you? And just to make sure, I bought her a ticket myself. A bus ticket.
In the first place, Blanche won't ride no bus.
She'll go on a bus and she'll like it.
No, she won't. No, she won't.
She'll go, period. And she's leaving Tuesday.
What will she do? What will she do?
Her future is mapped out for her.
What do you mean?
Hey! Canary bird! Toots! Get out of the bathroom!
Oh, I feel so good after my long, hot bath. Oh, I feel so good and rested.
Do you, Blanche? I mean, feel well rested?
Yes, I do feel so refreshed. After a long hot bath and a long cold drink, I always get a new outlook on life. Something's wrong. What happened?
Blanche, nothing has happened. Nothing's changed.